mama stop working, that's the promise. Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me.
Okay, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Washington Redskins. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. It's a short kick taken near the 18. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go!
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now a pass complete to Hogan. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
From midfield now, here's Rosen. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again, it's Rosen. Over the middle, that's caught by Hogan. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Again, it's Rosen. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
A carry for Bryce Love, the 4th-rounder from Stanford. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 41-yard line.
Let's go now. Come on, man, read. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I hope you brought your reps because I'm about to take you to school. Go. Here we go. Here we go. Mike 5-4.
2nd down, Haskins. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
First down, Washington.
They'll go with Darius Geis, who missed all of 2018 with injury. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Panthers' 39-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
He's checking. Crash.
Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Jordan Reed was the intended target, and it's 3rd and short. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. 4th down, here's Haskins. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off here, the 32. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
Here we go.
After the interception, here's Rosen. Over the middle, complete. That's Hogan. A gain of 6 there on 1st. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The former Bill, Chris Hogan, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and 4.
He's thrown 1 interception already, and that doesn't necessarily mean the rest of the game is going to go like that. But it does seem that he's a little bit off in his approach to this one.
Yeah, it does, and that was a risky throw right there.
Got to be careful about taking care of the ball, making sure you get back within yourself. I mean, those mechanics that they work on all the time.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Redskins scoop it. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Second and 2 now. The penalty leaves him in pretty good shape. On the draw, this is Love. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Haskins on first down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, here's Haskins. That'll be caught right side by Reed. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 13-yard line. Now it's Haskins. But it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked up by Justin Reed. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. The 20. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown.
What you just saw there, first-round talent, second year, even more success. A pick six for a touchdown.
A great play. And it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy. So that sophomore season is big for them.
They really start to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year one. By year two, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well.
Showed right there. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Geis. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 2nd down, Love. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. On 1st down, it's Haskins. Got an open man, it's Ratley. And down inside the 15 he goes. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
From the red zone now, Haskins on 1st down. And he'll go down, brought down at the 20-yard line. Shaq Thompson leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
So we got man. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Check. Jim. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Check 52.
Now Haskins. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Brian Burns racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. And the throw there going to be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on 4th down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold.
Yep.
He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
Rosen on 1st and 10. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. The sack there by Dominic Rodgers-Cromartie. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Alert! 3 down. Watch the alert!
Here's Rosen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the play. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. To throw is Rosen, and this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Rosen. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Hug. SOS.
On 3rd down, Rosen. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and the lead moves to 10-zip. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Here's Haskins. Caught on the right side, Reed. That one, a first down pickup of 8. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout. as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Haskins now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down.
Check 26, check 26.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. 25 yards that time. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0 as we'll get you